Big Thud. Thud be huge, like China. China Thud. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to my stream. How we doing, fellers? Now, I know that I said I was gonna play some guitar, and I'm planning on doing that still for you guys. But here, mods, can you guys do me a favor? Can you guys either mute yourselves or chat in the, because like I can't have you guys being super loud in my ear, especially when I'm trying to play and stuff. So if you guys want to stay in the party chat, you can just either mute or if you guys are playing, if you guys are playing together, then yeah, go and you can do that. Welcome in, you guys. It's good to see everybody. I hope all of you guys are having a good weekend. I am not gonna lie, I'm tired. I'm beat, but it was an awesome Dead by Daylight stream, wasn't it, man? I need to shave. I'm gonna probably do that tomorrow. And normally when I play guitar for you guys, I have my white electric guitar. It's a 7-string Schecter. I love it. It's really nice. But it's kind of loud, and it takes me a little bit to get it set up and plug it in and tune it and get the channels on my amp that I want so it sounds good. And that it would have taken me 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So in order to only take the 7 or 8 minutes, I decided that if I am going to play guitar, you guys are going to get some acoustic. So I really don't play acoustic guitar very much. As a matter of fact, when I learned guitar, I started playing when I was 14, 15. And I actually learned how to play on an electric first, which is kind of weird because like most people, they learn on acoustics first. But me, I learned on an electric. And then I've owned a couple of acoustics over the years, but I never played them much because like whenever I play guitar, I prefer to play heavier shit that's really distorted. So like metal and shit like that, you know? But I do like to play softer shit once in a while. Obviously on an acoustic, you can't really do heavy metal. It's just soft stuff. So I figured, you know what? I've done a couple guitar streams, maybe like 5 or 6. All of them have been with my electric. But I figured tonight, since I'm really tired, what we'll do is we'll mostly kick back and chat. If you guys want to hear a couple of, I don't really know a whole lot of songs. I know House of the Rising Sun. But mostly when I play guitar, you guys, I don't really play, like, songs. I mostly just play shit that I make up on the spot. And I sort of improvise, if that makes sense. So, anyways, Marissa's here, but you probably won't be able to hear her very well. But her and I are here, if you guys want to ask us questions or whatever. And this is probably only going to be about 30 minutes, just so you guys know, because I'm fucking beat. Just so you guys know, like, in the beat like a piece of meat, exactly, babe. Just so you guys know, in the near future, we're still going to do variety night, but there are going to be some Sundays where I'm probably going to take off in the near future, because I noticed what's been happening is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'm pretty much fine, but by Saturday, since I've been streaming all week, it just kind of builds, you know. And by Saturday night, Marissa and I are fucking like zombies, huh, babe? We just like streaming all week kind of builds on us, and by Saturday we get pretty tired. So Sunday I'm gonna be here tomorrow to do Phasmophobia with you guys because of Lethal. Hell yes. And we're still gonna do variety night on Sundays for you guys, but it's probably not gonna be every Sunday. So just so you guys know, in the future, we might take Sunday off sometimes.
I'll stream and you can take a break.
Or that, yeah.
Or that.
But it might become like an every other Sunday type thing. Anyways, I can't believe we still got 23 people here, man. I just want to say a huge thank you guys for sticking around. I know my green screen's not covering everything, but it's kind of hard to play sitting like that. But this thing might not even be in tune. Let's find out. It's close enough. I'm probably going to go to bed soon. I have church in the morning. All right, Jasmine. Well, hey, thank you for playing DVD with us tonight, Jasmine. I appreciate it. My crappy bed's in the background. When I get the new one, I can't wait to show you guys. Lethal and Kawaii Trickster. Again, thank you guys so much, man. We're excited for that. I thought I have a question. How did you learn vocals like that? The pig squeals, I mean. That's a great question, Scarlett. So, when it comes to screaming, whether it's the pig squeals, the low, like, or the high, like, yeah, that type of shit, what you have to do is don't scream at the top of your lungs. It's called vocal fry. So what you're actually doing is you're not really screaming at the top of your lungs. You have to remember that when they're screaming, they're using a microphone with amplified speakers. So you really have to let the amp and the amplification do the work for you. You're not really screaming loud. The mic and the amp is gonna give you that loud volume that you need. What you kind of have to do is start off screaming quieter, if that makes sense, because it's easier for you to do it like that. So when you first want to start learning how to scream, whether it's high or low or anything, start off doing it almost in a whisper, if that makes sense, and then build as you get comfortable with it. One thing that helps a lot is be hydrated, and if you have anything sugary like lemonade, or like this tea I'm drinking, like Arnold Palmer, or honey, like a lot of vocalists will use honey to coat their throats, because then it really helps, especially with that raspy, like that shit. You can't do that on a dry throat, you know what I mean? So those are some tips I'll give you. And then, yeah, just start quiet, start low, and work your way up. Bless you, babe. But yeah, I was a vocalist in a band when I was in high school. And they started me off filling in for the guitarist, the rhythm guitarist. And then the vocalist got mono, and I ended up filling in for him as well. And there was a time where I was actually doing both. I was playing guitar and doing vocals. But eventually the guitarist came back, and I was just doing vocals for a while. So I had times where I was doing just guitar, times where I was doing just vocals, and there were some shows where I did both, actually. But that was when I was like 17, 18. It was a long time ago. But I still enjoy just messing around with it, you know what I mean? Like, whenever I can. Um, I was in setting for do what Thud is doing. Just point the camera down or start your own channel and save us. Yeah. I see. I can do vocal fries, but it feels really unstable. Yeah, I mean that's normal, Scarlett. Like I said, just if you're feeling like that, maybe try. You're gonna find a range where you're comfortable. So if you're not really comfortable doing the highs or the super lows, like maybe your range is more in the mid. I noticed with me myself, like my general scream that I did the most of was kind of a mid, like a like because that was easiest for me. So find where you're comfortable, and you can try to do the other shit, but you're gonna find like a range where you're comfortable at. Anyways, so how did you get into metal, death, etc. music? Grew up on it, found it on your own? Okay, so the way I'll let Marissa answer too, but I'll go first, I guess. When I was like 11 or 12 years old, I was listening to like, like Linkin Park and like some new metal shit, like Mudvayne and shit like that. And I wasn't really into metal yet, but then I went to Hastings, and my stepmom gave me $10, and she's like, "You can rent a game, or you can buy a CD, a music CD." So normally I would rent a game, but for whatever reason, I just had like a bug up my ass, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a CD. So I went to the music section, and I went to the A's first, and I looked for like the coolest looking album cover, and I saw this was in like 2001 or 2001 or 2002. I want to say 2002 ish. So I was like 14. And I went to the A's, right, at Hastings, and I saw this album cover that was like, it was the Avenged Sevenfold skull bat thing. And me being at 14, I was like, dude, that looks cool, right? And it was it was Avenged Sevenfold's first album. And it was sounding the seventh trumpet. And I remember when I started listening to it, at first I was like, wow, like it kind of like, I wasn't prepared for the screaming, you know? So at first it was like almost too much, but then I listened to some other songs on it, and after the second or third song, I was just like headbanging to it, like, okay, this is cool. I can get into this. And then their second album came out, which I also loved. It was Waking the Fallen. And growing up, like, they really got me into metal. And so after I found out about Avenged Sevenfold, a friend of mine was like, "Oh, you listen to A7X? You should check out this band." And she showed me Atreyu, and then I found 18 Visions and a few other bands right around like a couple months later. But Avenged Sevenfold was definitely my catalyst. That like that band got me into the heavier stuff. But yeah, I think by the time I was, and this was like eighth grade, I think. So by the time I was in high school, I was a freshman. I was already listening to like, not death metal as much, but just some death metal. But I was more listening to like metalcore, I guess, at first. And then I got into the death metal and black metal and shit within a year. I was listening to all of it. What about you do too, Blue Bamboo? Yeah, I don't really care for their new stuff as much, but their old stuff, dude, it will always be nostalgic for me. What about you, sweetheart? They want to know what got you into metal, babe. Can you guys hear Marissa okay?
I typed number.
Hmm?
I typed in.
Oh, you're typing it?
Yeah, I was typing the Instagram.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear if you did or not. Sorry. Yo, dude, can you play the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance? not on an acoustic. No, like I said, you guys, I don't play a lot of like songs like off the top of my head. It's more shit that I just kind of like what I played right there was just like off the top of my head, made it up on the spot. Is the guitar even coming through, by the way? I know it's an acoustic, so it's not that loud, but can you guys even hear it? Or is it choppy? Like, are you guys only getting some of it? What's up, Ashi? Thanks for joining, man. Welcome back, buddy. It's good to see you. I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just playing a little acoustic guitar, hanging out, vibing with our good buddies and our friends. I don't do streams like this very often, so it's nice just to hang out with you guys and get to know each other a little better. There was a house in New Orleans they called the Rising Sun. I don't know the lyrics. That's like one of the only songs on the acoustic that I actually know. But for one, I can't sing, and for two, I not even that good at playing it. But that song's called House of the Rising Sun. Yes. Yeah, let me try and play it a little cleaner for you. Oh, I'm fucking up. All right, last try. There you go. That's House of the Rising Sun. And that's me being really tired playing it. I give it a 70. I give it a 7 out of 10. Usually I can play it really well. Like I'm not playing the chorus part. I'm doing the intro, I guess. Cause like, and it might not be the normal version of the song, but there's like a remastered or a remake version of it where they play it like that, and I love it. I think it sounds better than the original. Because in the original House of the Rising Sun, he's kind of like strumming it more like this, like. But like, there's another version of it, and I can't remember what the fuck it's called, but the guy plays it like this. It's like picking it, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't know. Me personally, I think it sounds like cooler that way. Anyways, that's one of the few songs that I know. And like I said, 99% of what I play on the guitar is just shit that I kind of make up on the spot. But my repertoire with acoustic is pretty small because I I don't play acoustic that much, you guys. Like I know chords and all that, and I can play a few other things. Like I can play like 12-bar blues even. I'll show you guys, but with an electric guitar, there's so much more I can do because of the fact that it's amplified. I can finger tap. I can do like better hammer-ons and pull-offs, and with an electric guitar, there's so many different sound effects that you can put on it to make it like you can do delay where it's like echoing. You can do reverb. You can do all this cool shit to make it sound. Whereas an acoustic, it's an acoustic. You know what I mean? So there's just not as much messing around. Like I like to fart around with all the different settings and shit on my amp. But with an acoustic, it's just you tune it and then you're done. It's in standard right now, but when I play electric, I don't play in standard. Just so you guys know, any of you music buffs, usually when I play electric, I like to play in drop C, or C standard. But I started off in standard when I was learning E standard, just like everybody. But then I figured out drop D, and I was playing in drop D for the longest time, which Avenged Sevenfold, A7X, they play in drop D. But anyways, I went to this concert when I was like 16 years old or something, and at the time, the name of the band was Reflux, like acid reflux, and at the time, the guitarist, his name's Tosin Abasi, and he's in a band now called Animals as Leaders, but this was before that, and he is well known as being one of the best guitarists in the world. Like, whenever they do Shred Wars, he's always in, like, the top 3. But anyways, an amazing guitarist, right? At the time, he was only like 20 or 19 or 20, and I was like 16, and I met him at that concert, and after the show was over, he was such a nice guy. Like, he talked to me outside, backstage, and I told him, like, yeah, I'm starting to learn guitar and blah, blah, blah. And he literally taught me on his guitar right then and there how to tune to drop C and C standard, and like how to do all of that, because I didn't really know at the time, because I was still new at guitar. So I hung out with him for like 2 hours after the show, and he was just such a nice guy. So I literally learned like how to tune my guitar from one of the best guitarists in the world. That's another story I never told you guys. Maybe I should have saved that for a random fact. But that's pretty crazy, though, right? If you guys don't know who he is, do yourselves a favor when you get some time. I wish I could show you guys on the stream. I think maybe I could, actually. Let me see if I can do this really quick. I hope it doesn't get the video, like... If it gets it like copyright, if it's copywritten, then it might suck. It probably is, but I wonder. Nah, I don't want to do it. Fuck it. If you guys want, though, go to YouTube and search the song. Okay, go to YouTube and type CAFO. And that's the guy. Like, the name of the song is CAFO. Like that. And the band is Animals as Leaders. And if you just watch the first 10 seconds of that song, and he's going crazy. Like, if you literally just watch the first 10 seconds, you'll see what I mean. So that guy is, his name's Tosin Abasi, and he's really, really fucking talented. Is that the intro to the Jersey Shore song? It could be.
No. No.
What's up, Fleur de Lis? Thank you for joining. It's been a while. Really? Have you been here before? Yeah, I was just talking about Animals as Leaders. Basically what I was saying is the guitarist for that band, his name's Tosin Abasi, and he's one of the best guitarists in the world. And in my opinion, in a lot of people's opinions. And I met him when I was like 16, and he was in a band called Reflux at the time. And after the concert, after I watched Reflux play live, when the concert was over, I talked with him for a few hours, and he was a really nice guy, and he basically like taught me how to tune my guitar and to drop C and C standard and shit, which I didn't know how to do at the time. So he was a really cool dude, and I got the pleasure of meeting him. Really nice guy. But yeah, that's what I was referring to, Animals as Leaders. But how are you, Fleur de Lis? Thanks for checking out the stream. I'm actually about to head out, but in a few minutes, not right now. But normally I don't do streams like this. Like, usually I'm playing something. But we were doing Dead by Daylight all night, and then normally at the end of the stream for the last hour, we'll play something else like Phasmophobia, Fortnite, like I met you on Fortnite, Sons of the Forest, Escape from Tarkov, Jackbox. But tonight I was like, you know what? Lethal and Amber, a few other people, they really like it when we just chill and hang out, get to know each other better, and play a little guitar. Normally, though, I play my electric guitar, but tonight I was like, I don't want to set all that up. You know, I'll just play some acoustic for you guys. But not that I'm not amazing at guitar or anything like that, nor do I claim to be. But I'm better. I'm better at electric though. So don't judge me based on my acoustic abilities, you guys.
You do realize that when I put LMFAO, that's the name of the band, right? We were talking about something else before, just so you know.
Oh, you were, babe?
I
Okay.
wasn't commentating on the song that you're playing right now. We were talking about a band, literally, like a rock band. And you're like, oh, I think so.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It went right over your freaking head.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that's what you were talking about.
Babe, I know what you're playing is not like that.
Right, right. Okay, I didn't know. I'm sorry. Do you have a followage command? I do. Yes, I do. How's the audio, you guys? You said earlier it was all right. Good. But yeah, Fleur de Lis, do you play? Mostly Fortnite, or have you ever heard of Dead by Daylight at all? Because just so you know, that's usually what I'm doing here on my stream. Wait, it's been that long? Wait, so when you first joined my stream, was I playing Fortnite or was I playing
It was
Dead by
Fortnite.
Daylight?
I think it was Fortnite.
Was it Fortnite?
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, my headset's falling off. All right. Alright, Thuddy is getting tired, you guys. And I just want to say thank you, everybody, for sticking around till the end. I'm going to put the guitar down And I'm going to answer any last questions. And I'm probably going to wrap it up, fellas. Do you guys have anything you want to ask Marissa or I before we go and get our slumbers for the night, you guys?
I was saying right now that we won't wait too long to do
But I think I do remember you, though. Yeah. So you tried DVD a while ago, but it's been a minute, and I was playing 4. Oh, okay, yeah. I used to play 4 a lot more because, for whatever reason, like, when I first was getting into it, I had a lot of people on my stream back then that were, playing it with us. But lately, there's still some people that play it, of course, but I just don't have, like, as many viewers on my stream that play it. So I still do it, though, like, not every week, but I still try to play Fortnite, like, every other week or something like that.
Yeah, you missed Amber's question earlier.
I know, I'm trying to catch up in chat. I'm missing questions because I was playing. Let me go back here. So Amber said, Thud, do you ever get stereotyped from what you wear or listen to? Absolutely, Amber. My whole life. It was worse in high school, obviously, because I was on the football team, so like I was a jock, and I was the only kid on the football team that had long hair, and not long like it is now. Like, it's really long now, but at the time I had like that quintessential emo haircut, So it was like down to here, and I like parted it like emo in front of my eyes, and I would straighten it and then like spike it in the back. And I wasn't emo. I was like a scene kid though, and I would wear like the girl jeans and the 2 studded belts, and I had a group of friends that we all dressed like that, and like but I was into hardcore and metal, and I would go to concerts every weekend, go and watch metal shows and hardcore shows, and everybody at my school like stereotyped me as emo, and it would piss me off because I wasn't emo. I was just scene. I was in that music scene, but I didn't listen to emo, and I didn't go to emo concerts or anything like that. I went to, metal shows, but people that are not in that scene, they don't know. You know what I mean? They either think you're emo or they think you're goth. And I got stereotyped as such all the time. But now that I've gotten older and I've grown my hair out and stuff, now I'm just like, that guy's probably a metalhead, or maybe he's homeless. I don't know. But I don't really give a shit anymore if people stereotype me. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother. What about you, babe?
Of course, I was stereotyped all through high school. I was called like a freak, a goth, like a whole bunch of crap or whatever. Which, I mean, all I wore was black. Like, I never painted lines all over my face or anything like that. It's just, some of my makeup was black and everything. I just wore mostly black and listened to rock music and metal. But, anyone who is, like, a jock or whatever, like, they're going to make fun of people like that for the most part.
Yeah, I graduated 07, Lise, so right around that same time. And Marissa's a little older than us, so I think everybody in high school passes judgment before they get to know people, and in general, but in high school that happens even more, I feel like. And at my first high school I went to, there were lots of scene kids and emos and hardcores and metalheads and the whole thing. But there were still lots of preps and jocks and shit too, and the stoners and the nerds and all that. But when I went to my second high school, because we moved when I was a sophomore, I moved from the Meridian district to the Boise district. And yes, I live in Boise, Idaho. But When I moved to my second high school, that high school was totally different. There was nothing there but preps. It was all preps and jocks, and there were maybe a dozen goth kids, and then you had a few skaters and stoners. But as far as scene kids like me that even looked remotely emo or scene, there were like six of us. It was me, Daisha, Tasha, Sarah, and then there was this other dude, and there was literally only a handful of us. So we really got shit on hard by all the preps there. But that was my first year. But later on, like when I got to be a junior and a senior, there were a few more. There were more kids that were getting into it, but it was way less though.
The three seashells, twinsies.
You're in Oregon, yeah.
I want to know. I want someone to figure out the three seashells. Like, for real.
Yeah, I'm only an hour away from Oregon, Lise. So, because we're in Boise, so if you drive west down the interstate, you'll hit Ontario in like less than an hour.
Such a good movie. Thud has not seen Demolition Man.
But not yet. Yeah, we will.
Oh my god, he hasn't seen it.
We'll get it. I haven't seen a lot of movies. I don't, Amber, because I like to get poop on my nuts.
Is that why you stink? That's why he stinks.
That's why I stink. No, I'm kidding. Dad and grandparents live 45 north of Boise. Oh, like Emmett or in that area. My grandma lives in Emmett. That's where the guy from Breaking Bad. That's where Jesse is from. Is like 45 minutes north of Boise in Emmett. And then I have a lot of family. Oh, Garden Valley. My grandparents lived there too. They moved from Garden Valley to Emmett. So I've been there a couple times. It's tiny there, dude. There's hot springs there that I've been to a couple times though. I've been up there, and yeah, it's like 5,000 people. But I have a lot of family that live in Bakersfield. So growing up, like even my dad lived there for a little bit before he moved back, before he passed. So I was going from Boise to Bakersfield, California, and I made that drive like 7 or 8 times. And then my longest drive was to Phoenix when I went to buy my car, my GTO. I drove from Boise all the way to Phoenix to get that car because super rare car, super good deal, and I couldn't pass it up. Yes, Amber, but only to play pool. So what happened is it was late, the bar was closing, and we wanted to continue to shoot pool, and because we don't have money for a strip club. But my buddy was like, hey, the strip club's open until 4. So I was like, fuck it, let's hit it up. So we drove to the strip club, and we played pool for a couple hours until 4. And there was this stripper there that like kept begging us. It was like Tuesday night, so they were slow as fuck. And this stripper like kept begging us to pay $20 for a dance. And I was like, no, dude, like I'm broke. I don't have money for that. And my buddy was like, nah, we're good. We don't have money for that. So then she just ended up playing pool for us. And then I guess she just got bored and started dancing on the table between matches. So she like get on the table and like spread her legs. And it's like, fuck, I don't need to pay for it. She's already showing me the goods anyways.
I don't need to pay for it.
That was the only time I ever went to a strip club. But I've never been to one like specifically to go for the reasons you would normally go there. You know what I mean? For real? Where, like, seen a strip club but for midgets, a show, I guess. Oh, like, are you talking about those underwear shows, you know? What the fuck are they called where they're showing off lingerie? There's a name for it.
I have no idea.
Where it's a bunch of women like showing up, doing like a lingerie show, and it's like they're not strippers, but god damn, I can't think. It's on the tip of my tongue. Burlesque. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you. Is that what you're talking about, Amber? But like for little people? Because I've seen that, not for little people, but I've been to a burlesque show, but that's different than a strip club, you guys. Oh yeah, Mango. Well, hurry up and tell us before I crash out. I've been to one burlesque show and I've been to one strip club. I've never had a lap dance at a strip club. I've had a lap dance at my house. I knew a stripper,
Oh God.
and her and her friend came over, and I didn't pay her,
Oh my God.
you know, for the lap dance. She just kind of gave me one.
Jesus Christ.
So a few days ago, oh wait, I watched a lady dressed as Ash from Evil Dead for burlesque, and it was fantastic. Oh, that's cool, Lise. Am I saying your name right, by the way? You said you wanted me to call you Lise. And by the way, Lise, like, have you've been to Garden Valley or in parts of Idaho, or like have you lived here or just been through Idaho? Because it sounds like you're kind of familiar. I befriended a woman that is a burlesque dancer at a GameStop. These things just happen to you. I know, Amber, me of all people, right? My ugly ass. Like, what stripper would want to give this guy a free lap dance? I don't know, man. Don't ask me. She was under the influence, so that's probably why. No, it's if my name is Alyssa. So like Liz, like that. If my name is Alyssa. Liz. Okay. So not Lise, it's Liz. Got it. Thank you, Liz. No, not that. Amber's saying I'm ugly, you guys. This was all over a Godzilla hoodie I was wearing. She wanted to know where I got it. So for like a few minutes, we looked online for the hoodie before
So horrible.
finding the exact same one on eBay for a good price. Nice.
Amber's not saying that.
I know. I'm joking, you guys. I know she's not saying that.
The trolls
Amber's
to
an
the
angel,
point
you guys. I
of,
can't
like,
even troll her.
believing him, literally.
I'm trolling to the point where people are believing me now. I gotta quit
I
it.
hate when he does that. It's that ghost gassing shit that he does.
I know, I'm ghost gasting now. She means I'm gaslighting.
Yeah, but like you say something and then you abandon ship with the statement. So like then you leave it lingering in the air and people have to wonder if it's true or not.
I might. Don't believe me, Blue. I'm just fibbing, Blue Bamboo.
That's what.
I'm thiefy. I'm a big thief. I'm thieving and fibbing. I'm a thief and a fibber and a liar and a cheat. Anyways, that's crazy, Mango. Why did it end your friendship, though? Then we started talking about collectibles and shit from there. We were like, girl, did we just become friends? And of course she's like, oh, bitch, yes. But why did it end the friendship? Oh, ended in having a friendship. Okay, gotcha. I was like, wait, I missed something. Hey, Justice, dude, thank you for sticking around. I'm surprised, dude. I've never had this many people on a we never have this many people when we play Fortnite or Tarkov or like we have more people just chatting than we do, playing a game at this hour. So, thank you guys. Maybe we should do this more often, We could we'll make it a thing. Appreciate y'all sticking around. And yeah, I mean, obviously people have spoken. I don't mind. I don't mind doing them, you guys. The one thing I like about them is at the end of the night when we're done playing Dead by Daylight, it kind of all the Timmies that are here just for DVD that don't really give a fuck about me or Marissa or the stream so much. They just want to play. They leave, and then what we're left with is our core followers and people that really enjoy the channel and want to see us succeed
I like
and
the
want
fact
to.
that I can get to talk to them too and listen to their answers for things, and we can get to know them as well.
Exactly, and you guys get to know me and Marissa and a little behind the scenes of like who we are, and we get to know you guys a little bit better too. So I'm not saying we're gonna do them every Saturday, but we could start doing them more often for sure. Because
Yeah,
I only do.
We should do them more. We haven't done one in a long time.
Yeah, we
we're
haven't.
Sorry about that.
We've only been doing them once every 4 or 5 months. So why don't we start making this at least a once a month thing, or maybe every other Saturday? You know, I'm down for that. But like I said, I think Sundays are gonna become. We'll still do random variety night. I mean, we'll still play a different game besides Dead by Daylight on Sundays. But I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna start taking some Sundays off though, you guys. Just because like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I'm good, but by the time it's Saturday night, like tonight, and we've been streaming all week, it just adds up and it builds up and I'm fucking beat. You know what I mean? So having Monday and Tuesday off is nice, but sometimes it's just not enough for us because Monday we always have to run a fuck ton of errands. Like we get up early and we have to go to the store and we have to go to the bank and we have to like do several things, and it feels like Monday's not even a day off. You know what I mean? So then Tuesday is really my only true day off, I feel like. So that's why I might start taking Sunday off. Not every Sunday, but here and there. Yeah, Liz, so just so you know, Liz, on Sundays, normally, we play a different game besides Dead by Daylight. Typically, it's either a horror or, like, survival type game. So tomorrow night I will be here, you guys, and I will do Phasmophobia. So it's not Dead by Daylight, but it's it's another horror game that a lot of you guys like and a lot of you guys have.
That's locked in for twins.
Yeah, and Lethal paid for it, so that's something we do on my channel is if you guys make a large enough donation, like $20 or more, you guys can actually pick what game we play for our after hours game. So every night when we play Dead by Daylight, if you guys are up this late, this is usually the time when we're done with DVD and we play something else for the last hour. So if you guys make a large donation, you can pick what we do. If you want just chatting or guitar stream like this, you can pick that. If you want Phasmophobia, if you want Fortnite, you can pick any game you guys want or any type of stream you guys want as long as the game is free or one of the games I've already got, you know, that we already play, that I already have installed. Unless you're willing to buy it for me. If it's a cheap game, if it's like $10 or, you know, if it's less than $10, I don't mind buying it, but if you're like, Thud, I want you to play Black Ops 6 on this night, and it's like a $60 game, you know, then no, sorry, you'd have to buy it for me. Never got to play it, but I might come through. Yeah, check it out, Liz. I mean, it's similar to Dead by Daylight. I mean, if you guys like Dead by Daylight or horror games, I think Phasmophobia is very similar. Like it's kind of a similar vibe.
Wait,
and
how much did Twinsy pay for the game? Not 20? Was it?
No, Lethal bought us the bed and was like, "I want Phasmophobia," and I was like, "Fuck, you can have whatever you want." That's basically.
I thought maybe the game was more expensive or something.
No, we already have Phasmophobia, babe.
No, I thought he was saying it for himself. Like, he got ripped off, like, buying the game or something.
Oh, well, Lethal, you already bought Phasmophobia. Like, you already owned that game, didn't you? Before.
No, I don't think he did.
Or did you buy it to play with us?
I think he bought it to play with us, obviously.
Because I don't remember how much it was. Wasn't it $30?
Yeah, I just didn't understand.
He was kidding me.
The context, obviously, of the conversation.
Anyways,
Sorry.
I gotta get some sleep. I gotta shave this beard. I gotta clean myself up because I look homeless. But yeah, and we love playing with you, Lethal. If any of you guys, have Dead by Daylight or Phasmophobia or any of the games that we play, by all means, come and join us, man. The more the merrier. We love playing with our viewers no matter what game it is, you guys. So don't ever be shy about asking, like, hey, can I join you? You guys are always welcome to join. But anyways, I'm gonna crash. If you guys watch this on my YouTube, please hit the thumbs up video. If you guys want more just chatting streams, that lets us know. And obviously commenting, like, Thud, this was awesome. Thank you for playing guitar. Do this again. Let me know in the comments, you guys. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We upload all of our streams to YouTube, you guys. So do me a favor. Click on that link. Click subscribe. Marissa will put it in real quick. And thank you guys for all your questions and for indulging me and Marissa and for listening to my very tired guitar playing. It was nice getting to do some acoustic too, because I've never done that. So hope you guys liked it. But we love you all.